worried that their son may die from his injuries. Adrian?
All right, our thanks to Kelsey. Hundreds of people, you actually saw so many of them running for cover when that gunfire erupted at that parade. Thankfully, businesses in downtown Highland Park offered many people shelter from the bullets, though most businesses were closed and people had to flee to open parking lots or try to hide at times behind park benches and dumpsters. Lindsay Meltzer is joining us now. She's the owner of Bright Bowls in Highland Park. Lindsay, thank you so much for being with us. I said what I said about the businesses being either closed or, like yours, open. How many businesses do you think were actually open at that time? I wouldn't imagine many.
I honestly don't know. Most were not. We were excited to finally have a parade again after the pandemic, and we were right on the parade route. We were so excited to be open. We were fully staffed and ready for a busy, lovely day.
But why did you open your doors? Was this something where you were responding to the shooting, or had you just opened it with anticipation that following the parade you were going to see some business?
We were open during the parade. People stopped by and bought food before the parade and during the parade. I mean, the parade didn't last very long, but I was standing at my register and I have a full view of Central Avenue. And as soon as I saw the Highland Park High School band sprinting, it's sick and I know, but the first thing I thought of is there's an active shooter. And I sprinted out my front door and my whole family was sitting right outside my restaurant on the sidewalk, along with all of our other community members. And my husband jumped up and we both screamed, get inside, run inside. And I don't even know how many people, we didn't know how many people we were shoveling inside. We just opened the doors and said, go, come in, go, we have a basement, go downstairs. And my staff helped shuttle everyone downstairs.
It's amazing that you had a basement and that people could go there safely. And I'm hearing that you had children doing coloring pages and singing at the time when all of this was going on.
I have 3 children. They're 5, 7, and 9. They were down there also. Our good friend Lucy was sitting right outside our restaurant. She's a teacher and probably the only person there that was trained on how to handle an active, or what to do in an active shooting situation. And she sat down immediately with about 20 kids in a circle and started doing a calming exercise. Wow. Because I have kids, we have a stash of markers and pens and crayons and paper at the store, and we brought everything down for the kids to play with and just keep calm. And they didn't see what was going on outside after they had gone into the basement, so for all they knew, it was a play space.
A safe place for those children. Speaking about your own children, I understand that they're actually, at least one of them is speaking to a therapist, and that there's a camping trip planned as well. How are you helping your children to process the news, especially as I'm sure people are talking about around them?
Well, my son is scheduled to leave for overnight camp in 2 weeks for the first time, and he couldn't be more excited. We were trying to explain to him that these are the things life is made of, these fun times that you can go experience, like summer camp and taking trips with your family, and usually a parade, and once in a while someone will ruin it for you, but you keep on going. And we have a very good friend who lives around the corner who's a social worker, and I called her yesterday and just asked her, how do I get my child talking? What do I do? I'm worried. Is it me? Is it him? Is he okay? The other 2 seem a little bit better. My oldest is 9. He knows everything that was going on. He saw a text message on my phone that one of my friends was shot during the parade. So he, panicked a little bit, and we just wanted to make sure he was okay. So my friend graciously invited us and another family over for pizza in her house and to sit and talk. She works with kids in a school, and she talked with the kids the way a social worker does, the way I don't know how, and I'm so grateful for her. She gave me some tools on how to get my child talking, just to make sure we're communicating and it's out in the open, and that he can ask us anything and we can give him the best answers that we know how. is very helpful. We're grateful to live in this wonderful community.
Well, two things you bring up that I think are so important is one, the community coming together, not having families deal with the grief and the shock of this alone. And two, just as parents, talk to your kids, talk to your children about what happened. Don't act like nothing happened and hope that they didn't see anything, because the world is way too wide open right now. Lindsay Meltzer, thank you, and thank you for helping all those people. I'm sure that they just feel like they owe you a debt of gratitude. So thank you. I'm so glad you're okay.
Anyone in our shoes would have done it. It's our pleasure.
Thank you. Bless you. In our first hour, I spoke with the shooting suspect's uncle.